The Kamehameha, superhuman martial arts, world peace, none of these things would be possible in the world of Dragon Ball without the contributions of one individual, Master Roshi the Turtle Hermit. Despite his perverted, kooky old man ways, Master Roshi is a major part of the Dragon Ball franchise, serving as the catalyst for the original series' shift in focus to superhuman martial arts. Part of this is due to the fact that he is the keeper of a number of techniques, some that are exclusive to him, and even outside of fighting, Master Roshi is capable of things both good and bad that no one else can do. What are these things? Let's take a look through all of them, shall we? The original Kamehameha. If there's one attack that Dragon Ball is known for, one word that is instantly recognized as part of the series, it's the Kamehameha. Named after the Hawaiian king and translating to Turtle Destruction Wave, the Kamehameha became a big, important part of Dragon Ball almost as soon as it was introduced, becoming known as Goku's signature attack. However, Goku was not the originator of the ki attack. No, that honor belongs to the Turtle Hermit himself, Master Roshi. Now, you might be thinking, but Goku, Krillin, and a whole bunch of other characters can do the Kamehameha, so why are you saying that only Master Roshi can perform it? And that's fair, but think of it this way. Master Roshi is the only character who can perform the original Kamehameha. Though there is likely no difference between the original one and the versions Goku and others eventually utilized, it still stands that Roshi is the sole user of the original blast. Teach the Turtle School. When we first met him, Master Roshi didn't seem like much, just a kooky old pervert with a turtle companion. However, all that changed when the Ox King revealed that Master Roshi had been his teacher, as well as Grandpa Gohan's. After learning of this, Goku decided to train under the old Turtle Hermit like his grandpa had before him, requesting to be his student after the Emperor Pilaf saga. During his training alongside Krillin, Goku delivered milk, dug fields with his bare hands, assisted with construction, and swam in beast-filled water, all while wearing a heavy turtle shell on his back. Though these methods of training are simple, there is only one person who can teach them, as well as the morals, lessons, and philosophy of the Turtle School. And that is Master Roshi himself. Without these lessons, Goku, Krillin, and Yamcha would not be where they are today. Mishandle magical things. Next up, we have a feat that's not so great, but because it's been such a significant pattern, we had to touch upon it. You see, Master Roshi has been in charge of multiple magical entities throughout his long life as the world's protector, and he's pretty much screwed most of them up. Let's start with his Dragon Ball, which he gave to Bulma after asking for a perverted request, meaning he would have given it away to any woman who passed by, likely leading it to end up in the wrong hands. But that's just a hypothetical. As for something he actually mishandled, he accidentally killed a sacred immortal phoenix by feeding it tainted birdseed. That's not all. Roshi also mishandled the flying Nimbus by way of not being able to ride it due to not being pure of heart. Next up, there's the Bansho fan, a magical fan that could create gusts of wind that Roshi used as a placemat, leading it to get so dirty he up and threw it away. As if all that wasn't bad enough, Roshi also seems to abuse the magical plant that keeps him immortal, as seen when he was way too happy to get a big old pile of the stuff in Dragon Ball Super. Thunder Shock Surprise. Though Master Roshi is best known for creating the Kamehameha, it's not the only move that was exclusive to him. There's also the Thunder Shock Surprise. In fact, this special move was and still is an attack that only Master Roshi can do. The Thunder Shock Surprise first appeared in the Tournament Saga of Dragon Ball when Goku faced off against Jackie Chun, who we all know was Master Roshi in disguise. During their fight, Roshi broke out this attack, which consisted of charging energy in his hands before releasing it as a blast of electricity that trapped Goku in a ball of lightning. This attack's main advantage is that it both traps and injures the target, stopping them from moving while blasting 20,000 volts of electricity through their body. How's that for a badass attack? Evil Containment Wave. This is another entry that's a bit of a technicality on the grounds that other characters eventually learned to use this technique. But we still wanted to cover it since for a long time in the history of Dragon Ball, Master Roshi was the only person capable of using the Evil Containment Wave. This move, also known as the Mafuba, is pretty much exactly what it sounds like, a technique made to contain evil beings. This technique was developed by Master Mutaito, and after he used it to seal away King Piccolo, he lost his life, leaving Master Roshi, his pupil, as the only person who knew how to use the technique. Eventually, Tien, Goku, Piccolo, and even Trunks learned how to use the Mafuba. but for a long time, Master Roshi was the keeper of the technique. Protect the Earth. This next entry goes hand in hand with the previous one, in that protecting the Earth is something that only Master Roshi could do at one point. But in present day, this is far from true. So, for argument's sake, let's say that by the time of the Red Ribbon Army Saga and any time before it, Master Roshi was, for all intents and purposes, the only person capable of acting as Earth's protector. In this era of Dragon Ball, Master Roshi was the strongest martial artist on the planet, and as such, he had a duty to protect the world from any threat that came its way. A mission that more or less began when his master died during the struggle with King Piccolo. From then on, Master Roshi trained, gained immortality, and developed the mastered techniques that could protect the world from terrible villains and evil organizations like the Red Ribbon Army. Of course, as Goku got stronger and stronger, Master Roshi pulled back from his self-assigned mission of guarding the Earth from evil and let the new generation protect the planet. Drunken Fist. Way back in the World Tournament Saga, during Goku and Jackie Chun's match, we saw Master Roshi break out a technique that neither he nor anyone else would ever use again, save for non-canon appearances. That technique was the Drunken Fist, an actual real-life martial arts style that centers around pretending to be drunk. The Drunken Fist style we saw in Dragon Ball isn't exactly like the actual martial arts style, but it was pretty great to see Roshi break out such a strange style. Even better is the fact that Roshi was the only person seen using the nutty fighting style, a fact made even funnier seeing as there's an infamous part of Dragon Ball Z where Roshi drinks a beer that was censored in America to be a very frothy mug of water. Jackie Chun Disguise. Speaking of the Drunken Fist style, Master Roshi broke out this fighting method during the World Martial Arts Tournament, a tournament that he competed in secretly while disguised as Jackie Chun. This disguise and persona is yet another thing that only the great Master Roshi himself can do. Master Roshi developed this disguise for one reason, to impart wisdom upon his students. He did so by challenging them in the World Martial Arts Tournament to show them that there is always a stronger fighter to overcome, always limits to push past. By challenging and beating his students in the tournament, he gave them a goal to aim towards, a powerful lesson that is just as important as the strength training he gave them. Since this is Roshi's plan, his students and his lessons, it goes without saying that only he can pull off the Jackie Chun disguise. A disguise that he only used twice, both in Tournament Sagas of Dragon Ball. Though some characters eventually learned who Jackie Chun really was, Goku and Krillin are likely still unaware of this disguise, which maybe says more about their intelligence than it does Roshi's disguise skills. Regardless, without Master Roshi, there is no Jackie Chun disguise, and no motivation for Krillin and Goku to continue martial arts. Max Power Form. Like we mentioned, the first time we met Master Roshi, he didn't look like much, just a weird old man. This idea was reinforced when Goku brought him to Fire Mountain to put out the flames engulfing the Ox King's castle. When Roshi took off his shirt to prepare his Kamehameha, he looked even less impressive. A frail old man who didn't appear powerful in any way. But then that all changed when he unleashed his max power form, which turned him into a huge, buff, powerful hulk of a man who looked like he could bench press the very castle he was trying to save. This form is incredibly powerful, increasing Roshi's strength greatly, though at the cost of his mobility, since he gets just a bit too beefy to move as quickly as he normally can. Regardless, the max power form has served Master Roshi well, and it's not a form that others can utilize, since as far as we know, he's the only person who uses it. Thus, the max power form fits the bill of something that only Master Roshi can do. Immortality. Lastly, we have something that is not 100% exclusive to Master Roshi, but we're going to count it anyway. See, Master Roshi is hundreds of years old. He was present during King Piccolo's original Reign of Terror, an event so far back in the timeline of Dragon Ball that almost no one else remembered the villain when he appeared once more, save for Roshi. We never knew the source of Master Roshi's immortality until Dragon Ball Super, which revealed that he partakes of the Paradise Herb, a plant that can extend the life of whoever eats it. In this regard, he seems to be the only person who gains immortality this way, even if he's not the only immortal person in the series. The reason why Master Roshi is immortal is sort of unclear, but our guess is that he stayed alive in order to maintain peace and protect the world. And even as Goku replaced him as the world's guardian, he continued to partake of the Paradise Herb for some reason that has not been made clear thus far. Regardless of why, living for so long is a feat not achieved by many others in the world of Dragon Ball, with even fewer actually staying alive to enjoy their immortality. Amongst all of Master Roshi's great abilities that only he is capable of, we'd have to say his max power form is our favorite, since it's always badass when he breaks it out. What about you? Which is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more Dragon Ball videos.